So you believe in Bitcoin long term, and you're maybe asking yourself, can I actually retire using Bitcoin? Is it even realistic to plan something as important and long term as retirement around an asset like Bitcoin that is known to be volatile and risky? Even though Bitcoin is volatile in the short term, if we zoom out and look at the full history of Bitcoin since 2009, it has delivered around a 150% average annual return. And if we look only from 2020 until today, Bitcoin has still averaged around 60% annual return. If Bitcoin continues anything even remotely close to this long-term trend, it becomes not just a speculative asset, but a very strong long-term investment and potentially a powerful tool for retirement planning, especially if you're younger and you're consistently accumulating Bitcoin over time. Planning your retirement around Bitcoin becomes a very realistic option. In this video, we'll try to answer a simple but important question. How much Bitcoin do you actually need to retire? We'll run through multiple hypothetical scenarios using real Bitcoin retirement calculators and future price models to see how numbers change. Before we see Bitcoin retirement plans, let's see how traditionally retirement works. You work your entire life, pay into a pension system, and the state promises to take care of you when you're older. But the problem is that this system is under serious pressure. Pension funds are less secure today because AI reduces the number of workers needed, hence less people pay for pension. Birth rates are failing, people live much longer, fewer workers support more retirees. Many pension funds are already struggling or slowly collapsing. On top of that, maybe you simply don't want to depend on the state at all. Maybe you want full financial sovereignty. And like my friend Andrew Tate says, you want to escape the matrix.
I understand that I am too brilliant a man, too perfect in every single metric, too big, too strong, too smart. I can fight too well. I'm caramel, I'm beautiful.
That's where Bitcoin comes in. The amount of Bitcoin you need for retirement depends on two main things: the future price of Bitcoin and how much you plan to spend during your retirement. Do you want to live like a rock star, Lambos, luxury, expensive lifestyle, or you want a calm, simple life, maybe traveling the world without stress? Your lifestyle choices matter a lot. To plan your Bitcoin retirement, you need to answer three questions. Pick your freedom age. At what age do you want to retire? Maybe you want early retirement at 40. Not everyone wants to wait until 60 or 65. Define your early spending. Do you want Lambo money or just normal expenses and travel? Your annual spending will massively affect how much Bitcoin you need. How much Bitcoin can you realistically accumulate? Be honest with yourself. How much Bitcoin can you buy consistently over time? For our first scenario, we'll use the retirement calculator from Unchained Capital, one of the most well-known Bitcoin companies focused on secure Bitcoin custody. To calculate our Bitcoin retirement, we have to answer some questions. What is your current age? Let's say 22. What age do you plan to retire? Let's say 64. How long do you expect to live? Let's say 80. We'll assume that I currently am starting with $10,000 worth of Bitcoin and I have 0 stocks and 0 bonds. We will use the power law principle to predict the Bitcoin long-term price. This is basically a law, a way of predicting Bitcoin's long-term price using math patterns. In simple terms, this power law suggests that as Bitcoin adoption grows, its price increases following a smooth curved long-term trend. Let's say that we don't have any extra income at retirement, and let's say our annual expenses want to be $60,000 per year. Let's be conservative and let's say our long-term capital gains rate is 20. And we can see according to this calculator, we have enough Bitcoin for retirement. If I open this graph, we can see here we have compounding effects when we hold Bitcoin long term. At around 65, 64, my Bitcoin is going to be worth more than $8 million, and it's going to only increase from there once I'm into retirement. Now let's look at another Bitcoin retirement calculator, and this one is slightly more optimistic since it doesn't take account taxes. Let's say my current age is 25 and I'm starting with 0.5 Bitcoin and I'm starting with 0.1 Bitcoin. My ideal monthly expenses during retirement, let's say, are $5,000, and I will accumulate $100 worth of Bitcoin per month. These are some assumptions that I want to retire at 65 and I expect to live until I'm 85. We can see here the graph. Once I'm 64, I can retire with my Bitcoin worth $17 million, and it will only increase from there. And if I scroll down, we can see we can even retire when we're 47, according to this calculator, in 2048, because my Bitcoin will be worth $2.2 million and I only need $1.9 million worth of Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin will only increase from there. If you want to consult with me personally, email me at victor@hitros.io. And until next time, peace out.